back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. If you are new, I would love for you to take 1 second and go down below and subscribe and click the little bell button so you'll never miss when I post a new video. So as most of you have already seen, I did straighten my hair and I feel like I look like a whole different person. It's been about 9 months since the last time I straightened my hair, which was for my birthday in late January. And if you've been following me since then you know that originally I wanted to wait a year to straighten my hair again, but I couldn't pass up an opportunity to try Gabrielle Union's Flawless line. I just posted a video on how I use the products to achieve this hair and also my thoughts on the products. So definitely check that video out. I was super excited to try this line because, you know, it was very anticipated before it came out and I wanted to get them. I wanted to try them for you guys, but like the prices are very, very expensive. So if you're thinking about trying them and you wanted to get like a first impressions or a video to see, you know, how they worked first, definitely check out my straight hair video that I just did. So since my hair is straight, I figured this would be the perfect time to do a Curls with Casey's episode on my top tips for preventing heat damage. Obviously, heat damage is one of those things everyone fears as a natural girl because it's like we put all this effort into keeping our hair nice and healthy, and then you straighten your hair and then out of nowhere it's just damaged, you know, and that's not fair and it sucks. But hopefully these tips can help you out and help you maintain some healthy hair even if you do decide to straighten it. So let's go ahead and get right into these tips. So first things first, let's talk about what heat damage really is, because I feel like a lot of people don't actually know what it is. So basically, when you apply heat to your hair, it breaks the hydrogen bonds that are inside your cuticle. When those hydrogen bonds are broken, it kind of creates this tension that reshapes your hair texture, and that's why you lose some of your curl pattern, and that's why you have straight hair. Think of it like this: heat damaged hair is basically dehydrated hair. When those hydrogen bonds aren't functioning the way that they should, it takes a lot more effort to get moisture to stay in the hair. That's why heat damaged hair tends to be a lot drier and feel a lot coarser and look a lot like lackluster. And then that also disrupts the protein structure in your hair as well. And when your hair's protein isn't functioning right, it also makes the hair break a lot faster. So obviously the #1 way to prevent heat damage is to not use heat. My necklace is upside down. But yeah, I know that not using heat can be difficult for some people, especially like if you're used to straightening your hair all the time when you used to get relaxers. It kind of takes a while to break yourself out of that habit. But honestly, the health of your hair will change tremendously without heat. Now obviously, I'm not 100% heatless myself, but I do try to go as long as possible without using heat. And when you aren't using heat, you need to make sure that you are properly taking care of your hair at all times. That's the thing that a lot of people don't understand about what it really means to prevent heat damage. You have to be taking care of your hair prior to you putting heat on, you know? You can't just expect to put some heat protectant on your hair and be 100% covered. The stronger and the more healthy your hair is, the more resilient it will be to heat styling and color and all that stuff. So when you are wearing your hair in its natural state, you need to make sure that you are maintaining a proper moisture and protein balance in your hair. Make sure that you are not manipulating it too much. And not only will this help your hair to retain from heat damage a lot better, it will also make your hair look a lot better and a lot healthier and a lot shinier when you do decide to straighten it. So when and if you do decide to straighten it, you need to properly shampoo and condition your hair first. Product buildup can cause your hair to look and feel weighed down when you go to straighten it. Now in my Flawless Hair Day video, I did use the moisturizing shampoo and the moisturizing conditioner, and they're amazing, but they are a little bit pricey. So if you don't want to spend the price for these, another great line that I really like before putting heat to the hair is the OGX Keratin line. That shampoo and conditioner is amazing before heat. Your hair will feel drastically different when you go to put a blow dryer through it after using that. I also really like the Kupuasu line by Carol's Daughter. If you know me, then you already know that this deep conditioner is my life, okay? The Kupuasu Anti-Frizz Smoothing Hair Mask by Carol's Daughter. What? Like, this will also drastically change the way that your results come out, and on top of that, it also has a heat protectant in it as well. So not only are you strengthening your hair, moisturizing your hair and all that, prepping it for the heat, it also has heat protection in it. So it's like an all-in-one. And like, if they ever discontinue this, I will really be so sad. Now, when I did my hair in the previous video, I did not use a deep conditioner. I just used the regular conditioner and I left it in and let it sit for a while to kind of use it as a deep conditioner. But I do highly recommend shampooing, conditioning, and deep conditioning. Like, use a third product after that just to really make sure that you're getting it the best way that you can. But this is honestly the hair mask that I would recommend. I don't know any other ones that could even come close to this one. This is the truth. And it really does help with frizz too. Okay, so after you've washed and conditioned and deep conditioned your hair and you rinse it all out, first of all, make sure you rinse it out completely because you don't want to be putting heat to hair that still has product in it. So after you thoroughly rinse that out, I would highly recommend using a microfiber towel or a t-shirt to almost completely dry your hair before you put a blow dryer to it. You want to get all that excess water out. You do not want your hair to be dripping wet when you take your blow dryer through. And also drying your hair a little bit also helps to close your hair's cuticles so that way you won't lose moisture as fast. If you have very tight curls, I would also actually recommend maybe braiding or twisting your hair right after you wash it and letting that sit for a while before you blow dry it, because that will also help to elongate your curls, making it easier to blow dry. So after letting your hair dry as much as possible, you definitely want to apply some type of leave-in or blow dry cream or something of that sort to your hair. The thicker your hair is, the more product it may be able to take before you put heat on it, but the finer or less dense your hair is, the lighter type of products you want to use for sure, because your hair will be weighed down. Like me, for example, I have very fine hair and it's also not that dense, so I don't like using heavy products as leave-ins before I straighten. So I generally won't even use like an actual moisturizing leave-in. I'll just use a blow dry cream that also has moisturizing properties in it. But like I said, if your hair is thicker or if it gets dry faster, then you can apply a leave-in first and then apply your blow dry cream or something like that on top. Now, I really liked the Flawless blow dry cream. This is not sponsored in any way, okay? They're not paying me to say this. I really like the blow dry cream. It's very lightweight, but you can really feel it like moisturizing your hair, and I feel like it made it super easy for me to blow dry my hair through. So highly recommend this one. If I had to suggest one product from the entire line, it would definitely be the blow dry cream. I also obviously like the Kupawasu Anti-Frizz Smoothing Blow Dry Cream by Carol's Daughter from the same line as the deep conditioner. This blow dry cream, again, it is lightweight but still very moisturizing, and it also has heat protectant properties in it as well. And the Flawless one has heat protectant properties in it too. I always use a blow dry cream and a heat protectant, which I'm going to get into in a second, but you can just use a blow dry cream that's all in one if you want to. If your hair is very fine and you don't want to use a lot of product, just make sure that your blow dry cream has the moisture and the heat protectant all in one. So as I showed in my Flawless Hair Day video, as I am applying my blow dry cream to my hair, I also like to separate my hair into smaller sections and twist it up. So that way my hair is already separated into small sections to make it easier for me to blow dry my hair through. And I would highly recommend doing that, because trying to blow dry your hair like all the way through in one big bush is not gonna work, like for no hair type. The smaller the sections of your hair, the easier it is to blow dry through, and also the less breakage you will most likely have, because you can kind of control, you know, how much pressure you're putting on each section. And I like to blow dry my hair through, and then again after each section twist it up to keep it out of the way, as you may have seen in the video. And then once all of my hair is blow dried through, I take out all the twists and I blow dry through one more time just to make sure that all of my hair is dry. So after blow drying all the way through is when I like to apply my heat protectant. Now, like I said, you can use a blow dry cream with the heat protectant in it and be fine, but for extra protection I highly recommend putting a heat protectant on top of that after you blow dry. And I like to apply the heat protectant in sections as I'm straightening through, because that way I can make sure that all of my hair is getting covered. If you just kind of spray it all around before you flat iron it, you may not get each part of your hair. You definitely want to make sure that all of your hair is coated with that heat protectant. Heat protectants not only help you keep your style longer, but it also creates a barrier between your hair and the flat iron to protect it. And honestly, if you're not using heat protectant, you cannot complain about heat damage ever. It's like you didn't even try, okay? Again, the heat protectant that I used in my Flawless Hair Day video is really good. I really like it. I just had to spray it in my hand and not directly on my hair, because the nozzle kind of spits out too much product at one time. But this is really good, and it also protects up to 450 degrees, so that is amazing. Hair tends to burn at 450, so you should never be flat on your hair at 450 anyway. I always recommend staying below 400. I usually straighten my hair at either 375 or 400, but obviously you can go lower or higher depending on what you're comfortable with. Tresemme also has a really good heat protectant. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but I will put it on the screen and the description box below. The heat protectant from the Keratin line by OGX that I mentioned earlier is also really good. Honestly, like, I don't straighten my hair often, so I'm not the heat protectant expert, but if you Google best heat protectants, I promise you'll find one. Just make sure that you're using one. So nowadays most flat irons aren't metal anymore, but they're were some, and those are terrible for your hair. You definitely want to make sure that whatever flat iron you're using is ceramic. I freaking love my Royale professional straightener. I've had this one for a few years now. I think I got it while I was on vacation here in Florida, actually. That's so ironic, but yeah, I got it at the mall, and I think it originally cost $160 something, but we got it on sale, which was amazing. But yeah, I love this flat iron. It gets my hair super straight. Like I said, I usually tend to flat iron on around 375 to 400, and this does the job. If anyone has tried the Main Choice new flat iron, let me know, because I was thinking about buying it. It looks amazing, and it's the Main Choice, so I don't doubt it one bit. Let me know if any of you guys have tried it yet. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video, or hopefully you can take something from it and apply it to your hair routine. Like I said, staying away from heat is the #1 best way to stay away from heat damage, but just take caution and be smart about how you are straightening your hair when you do. One more thing I want to mention too, everyone's hair reacts differently to heat. One person may be able to straighten their hair all the time and never get heat damage, and then one person may straighten one time and then get heat damage. Like, it's really up to you to learn your hair to understand how much it can take. I can't sit here and tell you, you know, how much heat your hair can take, because I've never seen your hair before. I don't know, like a lot of it can also be genetics, so pay attention to your hair. Like, I feel like I stress that in all my videos, but just pay attention to your hair, pay attention to how it reacts to things, and overall just get more confident about knowing what your hair can take. Definitely check out my straight hair video if you have not seen it already. I won't be doing another one for like a long time. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you all in my next video.